Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining this session on yoga and meditation. First of all, I just wanted to introduce myself. I am Lakshman Rao, president of IIT SoCal chapter. Don't know if we have met each other, but this is a new role for me. I started about back in December when Gunjan and Arun and Somesh we got together, and then we talked about, hey, what do we do for the chapter? And so after several discussions and talking to who we interested, I agreed to take on this position. So here I am. I'm now the president of the chapter, and looking forward to making this chapter, more active and bring forward, some events and other more interesting opportunities to, for our chapter to network, our alumni to network, be able to share ideas, support each other and help each other, because we just want to make this community. And it's not just limited to IITians, we are trying to help out each other as a community. So I just wanted to introduce myself. I am from IIT Kharagpur. I graduated in '99, and I've been in Los Angeles for about 10 years now. I'm currently a project manager, work for Boeing in Long Beach, and I live here in Santa Monica. So quite a bit of a drive, but lately with the stay at home, I'm kind of enjoying working from home, not having to drive all the way to Long Beach. So that is great. I think a plus side. So and before I came to LA, I was in Houston, and I was pretty active with the alumni chapter over there, as well as the IIT Kharagpur chapter. So have some experience working with organizing events. So very excited about this. Want to get the alumni over here, and try to bring more exciting opportunities, and especially at times like this, to connect and bring the network together. So thank you so much for your support. I do want to introduce the rest of the team. So we set up our organization. So our board of directors, I'm sure many of you know Gunjan Bagla. So he is still on the board. And so is Arun Kiri. I'm sure many of you know him. And Somesh Maheshwari. So these are our board of directors. I am also part of the board of directors. And we also have an executive team, Sushant Maheshwari. Hey, Sushant, if you can do a shout out.
Hi, Sushant here.
Hey, Sushant. All right, let's see, who else do we have? Roop Goyal.
Hi, this is Roop Goyal from Redlands, California.
Thank you, Roop. Hitesh Ahuja.
Hello, this is Hitesh. I live in Westlake Village.
Thank you, Hitesh. Puneet Kumar. Puneet, are you on? All right, I think Puneet is not on. I do see Arun is on. Hey, Arun, you do a shout out to the team. I'm sure people will love seeing you. Hey, Arun, are you there?
Let me unmute myself.
All right, there you are.
Am I muted or?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on audio only.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us, Arun. All right. I don't see Gunjan on, and I don't see Somesh. But yeah, I mean, that's your executive team. So if you see the announcements and events being organized, here's your core team. But then we also have a lot of volunteers that are helping out with the events. So this year is going to be really challenging with the virus. We were actually trying to have some in-person events, but we now had to change those. So I don't think we'll be able to have a picnic sometime soon, but if things change, we will probably have a picnic, and then we will see about having some in-person events. But in the meantime, we will try and have more of these virtual events. So looking for ideas about what we could be doing, something that you want to share, if you want to speak about something, or if you want more of these sessions, we would be happy to organize those. So yeah, it's certainly something we can do. Now, there's a couple of other things I want to mention. So we do have our website, iitsocal.org. Please do check it out. It has lots of good information and who are our volunteers, past events. We had a very successful conference last year. So that was, there is information on that. We've actually set up a COVID-19 registration website. We sent out an email about that. I'm not sure if you received it. So what we're trying to do there is collect information on if you need any kind of help, right? Like groceries, or if you want financial assistance or any other kind of assistance. So we set up the site where you can provide the information. And if you're also able to help, then we can also collect that information. So the idea is we're trying to see who can help and who can provide the assistance in this time of need. So please take a look. It's on our website. And if you can register, that'd be really helpful. What else? We do have another event coming up from Asia Society. It's on the 8th of April. So Gunjan Bagla is a moderator, and certain of our alumni like Praful Kulkarni and Ravi Tilak are on that session. It's hosted by Asia Society, but IIT SoCal and Thai SoCal are co-hosting the event. So that's in the evening from 6 to 7, I believe. So do look out for that, and you can register for the event. If you have any other comments or feedback for us, you can email us at alum.iitsocal.org. Sushant, did I get that right?
It's alum@iitsocal.org. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Awesome. So that's our email address. Please do reach out to us. Let us know how we can make our events better, and if you have any more input for us. Okay. Sushant, anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, we are always looking for the new ideas and whatever you like. If like in terms of like the virtual events, we are really here, and especially since everyone is staying at home, so we want to make sure that the health and fitness is the priority for all the people apart from your day-to-day professional life. And we really want to focus on that part. So please, if you have any suggestions, or if you think like you might be able to host like one of these webinars, please let us know. You can contact any of the core team members, and we'll be happy to discuss and share all the thoughts that you might have. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, thanks Sushant. All right, with that, let's get to our main session. Let me introduce my great friend Vivek Gulati. As I mentioned, I went to Kharagpur, graduated in '99. Vivek is the same batch, same institute, so we go back a long way. And let me tell you, I mean, Vivek is an amazing person, and he is, he's just very deep thinker, and he is very funny. He can really talk and impress you with his with his ideas and thoughts. So an amazing guy. So I will let Vivek do the introduction, but again, thank you so much, Vivek, for doing this session for us. So Vivek, take it away, and you can just tell us through and how we should participate in this session.
So before we start, Lakshman, can I hire you to do my introductions from next time on?
Of course, yes. Yeah, it'll be. It won't cost you much, but yeah, I'd love to do it.
Okay. So what I had in mind is something, but what I would like to hear from you is what is it that you guys want to do. And so what I had in mind was we would do a little bit of desktop yoga. like few simple things which are very effective, especially because many of us work in front of the computer for a long time. So we'll do a little bit of that. We'll learn one breathing technique. I'll guide everybody into a meditation, and then leave some time for question and answers. So that was my plan, but I'm willing to change the plan based on whatever you guys want. So if anybody wants to.
So Vivek, our idea was, and we talked about this, that,
yeah,
we first of all, we are trying to start off on these online events. This is the first of several.
Yeah.
And given the kind of challenge and the crisis that we are in, I think it's really important that, a session like this, yoga meditation session, and hearing your perspective, how to deal with stress, how to deal with anxiety. It's kind of very worrisome, the news you're seeing and what you're hearing. So I think this is very simple. We can set it up and take us through the session, yoga and breathing techniques. And it'd be nice if you can, answer some questions. Hey, what do we do about these? I'm just anxious all the time and so stressed out, can't sleep or can't eat. What can I do to just relax?
Okay.
So yeah. If anyone else has any other thoughts, please chime in.
Okay. So the first thing I want to say is, how are you all doing? Maybe we should unmute everybody. Let's see here. How's everybody doing?
Doing
Very
well.
well, thank you.
Good.
Very well.
Very good.
Yeah, we are doing good.
One philosophy, or one, it's not philosophy, but it's like one saying is, fake it till you make it. Okay. Even if you're not doing well, what do we say? We're doing well. We fake it till you make it.
You're doing well.
Yes. So that's the first thing. Okay. So before we start, one thing is, if you are on a phone, can you hit do not disturb on your phone? And if you're on an iPad or a laptop, they also have this do not disturb. The rest, whatever 35, 40 minutes that we have, we want it for ourselves. So you don't want to get disturbed by a ding or by a call or something like that. Yeah. And then at the end, we can get rid of the do not disturb. Okay. So with that, let's do this. Let's sit up straight. Okay. A little taller. What we'll take our hand, maybe our dominant hand. Wait, Lakshman, can you mute everybody else?
Yes, so let me do that.
Okay, so we'll take our hand, we'll place it on top of the head. Okay. The skin on the hand and the skin on the scalp is stuck. Okay. And we just move that skin. Okay. So when Lakshman asked me to do this, I shaved my head just so that I could demonstrate it nicely. Okay. Then go the other direction. And if you want a little better experience, just close the eyes. It just changes everything if you close the eyes. Now take both the hands on the back side of the head, and we'll do the same motion. So the skin on the palm and the skin on the scalp is stuck, and we're just moving it. Eyes closed if you can. Go the other direction. Now do the same thing on the temples. If you're wearing glasses, you might have to take them off. Go the other direction. Then loose fists, just tap around the head. Go all around. Check in. Is there somebody inside? If there is, are they sleeping? Wake them up. Okay, then with the first, the index finger and the thumb will pinch the eyebrows. Sometimes without us realizing it unconsciously, we get a frown on the face. So this time we'll just squeeze it out. Then with the thumbs, we'll massage the eyes. Just go around the eyes. With the index fingers, we'll massage the nose. Maybe the first two fingers can massage the nose. Then the cheeks. If you try to speak like this, it sounds very funny. So don't do it. Or maybe do it. Then the jaws. You feel these knots right here? You can shake your head if you feel them. I have a naughty crowd in front of me. And pull the ears. Usually it's our wife who pulls our ears, or our husband. No, husbands don't do it. Wives are the ones who pull ears. For today, for a change, we'll pull our own ears. All different directions. Lakshman is looking at me. She's like, no, Shelly doesn't pull my ears. I'm just speaking from my experience. Okay, massage the neck. Massage the shoulders. The arms. The hands. Feels nice, isn't it? It's nice. Okay, you don't see my legs, but you can tap your legs. And then shake the hands. Shake, 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 shake. And relax. Okay. Good so far? Yes? Great. So what we will do now is we'll do a breathing technique. See, our breath and our emotions, they're connected. Okay? So for example, if you notice, how is it that we breathe when we are angry or upset? Maybe I'll just unmute you. How is the breath when you're angry or upset?
Shallow.
Anybody?
Fast and shallow.
Fast and shallow.
I made about 4 or 5 books that I'll have to cover probably in January of 2021. But I have more than enough to cover it. Okay. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
I think you can.
Okay. Yeah, it's fast and shallow, isn't it? Right? If somebody is afraid, how is their breath? It's like
rapid.
You breathe in, but there's no exhalation. Right? It's almost like it's one-sided. Or if you see when somebody's sick or really tired or frustrated, it's like there's a pronounced exhalation. So there is a connection between how we feel and how we breathe. Also, like if you look at the breath, On an average, somebody like a healthy human being would eat maybe 3, 4, 5 pounds of food. Right? They'll drink maybe like a gallon of water. But we breathe more than 2,600 gallons of air every single day. It's a very profound source, or it's a profound phenomenon in us that happens every day. But we don't pay attention to it so much. Yeah? So we'll just learn a simple technique that'll help us settle down a little bit more. Okay. Would you like to learn this? Yes? Okay, great. So this technique, what you do, the thing about this technique is visually it looks weird, okay? But we're all going to do it and our eyes will be closed, so you'll be fine, okay? So what we do is we take our hands, we take the pinkies and put them on this little dip between the lip and the chin. Just this little dip, we put that pinky. The ring finger goes underneath the nose. Okay? Then the middle finger goes on top of the nose. Following along, okay? So for the next two, just watch me first. Don't do it yet. With the index fingers, we are going to close the eyes. Don't close them yet, you're still seeing me. And with the thumbs, we're going to lightly press into this little flap on the ear, okay? And once we are in this position, we are going to take 5 breaths. And the way to take that breath is we'll breathe in, and on the exhale, we'll make the humming sound. So it'll sound like this. Like that, okay? We'll take 5 breaths. Each one of us will take 5 breaths. It won't be synchronized because all of us have different lung capacities. After you're done with 5 breaths, just relax the hands in the laps, palms facing up. Okay? Okay, let's do it. So the little finger goes on the lower lip, ring finger on the upper lip, middle finger on the nose, index finger closes the eyes, thumbs close the ears, and let's begin. Once you're done with the 5 breaths, you can relax the hands, but keep the eyes closed. As far as possible, keep the body still. Just notice the change or the changes that have happened because of this breath. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe out and relax. Become aware of the surroundings. Whatever noises, whatever sounds are in your environment, just become aware of them. Accept all the sounds in the environment. Be in harmony with the surroundings. Breathe in and breathe out and relax. Become aware of the body. This body is a beautiful gift to you from nature. Given in love. Honor the body. Become aware of the feet. So there's no need to visualize or imagine. Just take your attention, your awareness to the feet. The legs and the knees. Thighs and hips. The genitals and the abdomen. Stomach. Chest. Shoulders. Right arm. Right hand. Left arm. left hand, throat and neck. Face, the whole body. Become aware of the whole body. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of the thoughts. Good thoughts, bad thoughts. It doesn't matter. Do not resist the thoughts. Just let them be. Be in harmony with the thoughts. Beautiful. आप इसको बाद में कर लो प्लीज छोड़ के चले जाओ Now you are in harmony with the thoughts. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of the feeling. Pleasant or unpleasant. Do not resist any feeling. Let it be. You are peace. You are joy. Become aware of the feeling. Become aware of the thoughts. Become aware of any sensations in the body. Become aware of the surroundings. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And happily, with a smile on the face, taking your own time, you may open the eyes. So welcome back. You can unmute, and if somebody wants to share how that experience was, you can share.
Very relaxing.
Very relaxing. Yeah. Anybody else wants to share how it was? Was it peaceful?
Yes.
Yes. Anybody wants to take a guess how much time passed?
I would say maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah.
I take about half hour.
Half hour. Okay. It was closer to 20 minutes. It was like 18 minutes or so. Yeah. Did you feel the time pass? You know, there's that saying, right? Time flies when you're having fun. So this was fun for us. So time. Yeah.
No, it was very well done, Vivek. I mean, you were able to really put the thoughts at rest and abide in the stillness for a short while. So it was very nice. Thank you.
Great.
Hey, Vivek, you have some nice soothing voice. You can actually take us to good sleep.
Yes.
It was very relaxing.
Yes.
At the end, I was getting a little sleepy.
You know, the reason we feel sleepy during these these sessions is because many of us, given our lives, we don't get enough sleep. So what happens is the body relaxes and it tries to make up for that sleep. So that could be happening.
Yeah.
It could also be my voice.
Maybe I was too much relaxed.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Okay. So,
Vivek, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Very relaxing.
Yeah.
So, if anyone has stress or anxiety, and I think Vivek can help answer some.
Yeah, if you have questions, I can take questions.
I have a comment. This is
Yes.
Alumni.
Yes, sir.
I noticed that if you keep a gentle, mild smile on your face,
yes,
the meditation is more peaceful. Enjoy.
Yes.
You have nothing to smile about, but you have to sort of fake it. You have to fake a smile, but it helps to calm down.
So Vivek, I have a question.
Yes.
So the Brahmari really helped, the pranayam that you did before the meditation.
Yeah.
The other pranayams, which are like Kapalbhati and Bhastrika and all, those should not be done before meditation, right?
You can do them. It's fine. So every pranayam has its own effect. Right?
Yeah, but for purposes of meditation, Brahmari really stills your mind.
Correct. You can do Brahmari, you can do alternate nostril breathing.
Right.
That also helps.
Yeah, Danulom.
Kapalbhati is more energizing. So.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Hey Vivek, this is Suresh here. Just, the breathing exercises, the 5 breathing exercises we did, what is significant keeping those fingers in different places?
Sorry, what's the question?
The breathing exercise we did just before the meditation, what is the significance of keeping those fingers in those places?
What's
the purpose of?
Yeah. I got the question. Yeah. So there are different ways of looking at it. There are, in Ayurveda, if you look at, how like I'm sure we're familiar with the Chinese medicine, right? The meridian points.
Mm-hmm.
The same way, you could say the grandfather of that is marma points. In Ayurveda, we talk about marma points, which are these subtle points which have deep, the energy in our body flows through these subtle channels called nadis, and nadis, they intersect at marma points. And any disease meaning could be like you feeling uncomfortable, anything bothering you in the mind, all of that can be tied back to energy not flowing properly through these nadis. And so what we're doing is, there's a marma point here, there's a marma point here, there are marma points here. So we're just affecting those marma points. So the energy flows easier. That is one explanation. Another explanation also is that, you know, these points are also related to our five senses. Usually we are always going outwards, right? We are always like, we're seeing something, we're hearing something, we're touching, feeling, smelling something. Meditation is taking a rest from all of that and going inwards. So this facilitates that process.
Okay, thank you.
What other questions?
How about the breathing? Is breathing supposed to be normal?
During the meditation or before? Like what?
During the meditation.
During the meditation, breathing will change on its own. You know, like, did you notice this? Did this happen to anybody? That as you were getting more, the mind was settling down more and more, the breath became subtler. Did you notice that? Like at some point, you don't even feel the breath. Did that happen?
Yes.
Yeah, the breathing will change. But like I said before, the way we feel and the way we breathe, they're connected. So then as you relax, the breath also becomes more subtle.
Yeah.
It's great. Yes. Cool. What other questions?
So maybe next time you can do a series of pranayamas and kind of,
series of pranayams. So
yeah, and talk about them.
Yeah, you know, I teach a class called the Happiness Program. It's through the Art of Living.
Okay.
And before this whole coronavirus thing happened, we were doing this in person, and now we have taken that online. So you can learn those techniques online. There is a very powerful technique called Sudarshan Kriya that is taught through the Art of Living. And this one technique, it's amazing. Like, you know, the amount of transformation it brings, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So if you'd like to learn those, you can learn those.
Vivek, this is Adarsh, got a question. This 20 minutes of meditation routine that we went through, is there a particular time of the day when it is recommended it be done, or it does not really matter whenever you feel like relaxing your mind? What do you say?
So, you know, there is this saying that this is Kali Yuga, and in Kali Yuga, however you do it, whenever you do it, it's fine. Just do it. Like, centuries ago, it was like, okay, 4:30 in the morning, Brahm Muhurt, that's when you should do it. But in our lives, wherever you can fit it in, yeah. So this was a guided meditation. You can do guided meditations. Also, you can learn how to meditate on your own. Right? There is a particular technique called Sahaj Samadhi meditation, which is a very effortless way of meditating. You can't learn it in the times of coronas, but once it goes away, then you can learn it from a trained instructor. And it's a way where you don't need anybody else, you don't need any guidance, but you learn how to meditate on your own. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. Like the 20 minutes that you sit, it brings such transformation in us. It's amazing. Yeah. Geeta, you were going to say something, yes?
Yeah. The area, did you teach Art of Living in Orange County?
Yes, yes. I used to be.
In Art of Living. I don't know if you remember me.
Your name sounds very familiar. Yes,
Yes. I remember you were my teacher. You were a wonderful teacher, and again today it was very relaxing.
Right.
Thank you.
What other questions? You know, one thing I want to say about this whole coronavirus situation is you can look at any situation, and any situation has its pluses and its minuses, right? No matter, like, there is no such thing as absolute positive, and there's no such thing as absolute negative. Like, even in this, even though yes, we are at home, in one way you can look at it like this. Like, if you look at our lives in general as humanity, they were so busy. We were so busy just running for nothing, right? And this, like, you could look at it as this is nature's way of saying just pause and just rest for some time. You know, it's a time to go inwards. We've been so much busy, like as a human race, we've been so busy just going like on a rat race, you know, like that hamster wheel. It's just nature's way of saying, okay, just relax. You know, it's okay. You're not in control. So, that way. So, if you look at the amount of creativity that has come up in people in this just last, 2 weeks or so many people are doing it, like if you look at your own life also, now we have more time, we can, we're spending more time with family, or maybe some of us, maybe we are picking up some hobbies that we wanted to, but we couldn't because of these long commutes and whatnot. So we can look at it, like there is always, there's an event, and then there's a story about the event that we tell ourselves. Right? And it's the story that determines our experience of that event. Okay? The good news is we can always change the story. We can always change the story. We can always look at it from the side of, okay, what can I do in this situation? What can I gain from this situation? Right? Like if anyways it's a story, why not pick a story that makes us happy? That's just a way to look at it.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah. Cool.
See, along this is Adarsh again. Along those lines, one of the discussions that I've had with some of the family members is, you said because of what's happened in the last couple of weeks, our life has changed. We have more time to do different things. So the discussion that we have had, and I think each one of us will have their own answers, is how much of the change that we have experienced, what part of it is going to last, and what part of it is just going to disappear. There are certain aspects of it which may last a long time. We have experienced the benefits of some of the changes that have come about. So that is another something to think about.
Okay. That reminds me of a story. Would you guys like to hear a story?
Sure.
So there was this young boy, and he was very smart. Okay, I mean, not only was he smart, but he knew he was smart. Okay, so one day what happened was, he decided to take his teacher's test. He said, I'm going to test my teacher. He was like 7, 8, maybe 10-year-old. He said, I'm going to test my teacher. So what does he do? He takes a butterfly in his hand and puts it inside his fist. And he goes to the teacher and he asks this question. Says, teacher, is the butterfly in my hand dead or alive? Right? So in his mind, he's thinking, if he says dead, I'll just open my hand, the butterfly is alive. And if he says it's alive, I'll just squish it and it'll die. Right? So he wants to prove that he's smart. You know what the teacher says? He says, my child, it's in your hands. Mm-hmm. It's in your hands.
Good answer.
So the same way, whatever is happening right now, how we look at it, what we gain from it, how we change with it. Coronavirus is just an excuse, right? But nature is always giving us these things to look at ourselves and go in the direction we want to go.
Yeah, good answer.
It's up to us. It's up to us. Cool.
Yep.
Okay. If there are no more questions, Lakshman, it's over to you.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Sure, so soon. Wow. Vivek,
Yeah, we look forward to the next session.
Yes, that's right. I think that's my thoughts exactly. That when are you available next?
We can talk about it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Vivek. This was really, wonderful. Your voice is very soothing. It's, it just put us in a trance, or put us to sleep, however it is. Makes you relax. So thank you so much. I did want some feedback. If the people enjoyed this, if you would like to have more of this, maybe in a couple of weeks we could have another session. Do you have any thoughts or ideas?
Yeah, I would say during this period, while we are home, I mean, we should have once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you like it, you email Lakshman. If you didn't like it, don't say anything, okay?
Okay, Very good. So yeah, I'll certainly, plan for more of these events. If you're interested in any other topics, if you just want to talk, if you have other speakers that you think you can suggest can come to this forum and then share their ideas, share their thoughts, certainly welcome to those. You can email us or reach out to me. Certainly looking for more ideas and more opportunities. So yeah, I think that's.
Thanks, Lakshman. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vivek.
Very nice.
Thank you very much, Vivek. We enjoyed.
Thank you.
Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Okay.
Be safe.
Namaste,
Everyone.
Vivek.
All right. Okay, bye.